Big Kish news up in here, man. We had to talk about it. We had to talk about it. This is some sad stuff, man. Those wildfires out there in the West, man. We got to send our prayers up for those families. We got to send our prayers up and hope that they make it out. You know what I'm saying? But we got Ziva, y'all. We got Ziva with the LA fires. Explain. You know what I mean? We about to get into this news because y'all know I don't like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get into this news, y'all.
Los Angeles fires and why they happen. Spoiler alert, the explanation is actually very simple. See, the most important thing that you gotta understand is Los Angeles is a very dry place. Meaning, listen closely, the foresty areas and the plant life in Los Angeles have adapted to live in this dry place, meaning they catch fire very easily. This is why you're always hearing about fires in the Southern California area where Los Angeles is. But hold on, what makes this particular fire that's happening in Los Angeles so bad? Well, the answer is right here in this picture. See, there was a super strong, fast wind that blew through Los Angeles, California, and the faster and stronger the wind is, the faster the fire spreads. You can quite literally see the embers flying over to that, remember, dry plant life. That thing spread like wildfire. Now you see where the saying comes.
Look at that map right there. But I don't know, in history, was it spreading out like just having a fire in this place, then that place, then this place, then that place? I don't know, man. It kind of seems a little off to me. That's just my opinion, my personal opinion. It seems a little bit off to me. It just don't seem natural. Now, I know they have natural fires out there. I know that. But this one just seems a little off to me.
From. Anyway, if you look really closely at this map of Los Angeles, you'll see that the fires are mainly located in the green areas where the foresty areas are. But here's where it starts to get wicked. Remember when I told you there was a super strong wind? Well, that meant firefighters couldn't fly helicopters to dump water on the fire. So the fire started spreading more and more. You have firefighters from all over Los Angeles going over to fight one fire, and then the wind would blow the fire to another area. But those firefighters in that area were helping the firefighters in this area. So they had to go here, there, here, and there. So again, dry plant life, super strong winds, and an inability for helicopters to get to the fires quickly made for a disastrous combination. In fact, this combination is so disastrous. I'm gonna tell you something that might surprise you. Being a person who's lived in Los Angeles their entire lives, I can tell you, nothing has come close to this. Your average person in Los Angeles never sees fires. Remember, big foresty areas, dry plant life is where fires happen. San Francisco, Los Angeles, that little dot right there, San Diego, other major cities, they don't see fires. They're not big foresty areas. There's less of a chance that places will catch fire. But of course, fires do happen in the foresty areas close to big cities. But the wind isn't super strong, so the firefighters fly over, they stop those fires before it gets really bad. So whenever the news says a fire just broke out in California, people in Los Angeles be hearing it like the rest of the world. They be going, oh man, blessings to the people who live in the foresty areas and their families. In fact, when I heard a fire broke out, I said, man, what foresty area is it happening at? I started getting texts talking about blessings to you and your family. I said, why'd he send me that? Because again, Los Angeles' foresty areas caught fire, very strong winds brought them around. Now I keep saying foresty area, but you probably seen some homes burning down. Well, parts of Los Angeles are intertwined with the foresty areas of Los Angeles. That's why
there's a lot of mansions and cars and all of that stuff burned down. But this the thing. When you go on Skid Row and all of that, man, like homelessness is everywhere out there, man. Everywhere. And I really do, being spiritual, I think, be a sign from God. You know what I mean? It be a sign from God. Like, yo, all these people out here struggling, you know what I mean? But yeah, prayers going up for these people too. You know what I mean? Hey, this is wild. It's wicked. We living in a wicked world. There's no way that we should be giving other countries money, and we got this big homeless problem out here. And I used to live on Skid Row. I gave up on life before. I used to live out there. I gave up on life, and I used to live in Skid Row. And I'd like, yo, it is bad. Tents everywhere. I stayed in a shelter, but yeah, I stayed on the street too. A couple days, street. If the shelter had people, if they, I had to be there early. I had to be there super early in order to get a bed in there. But yeah, it was some days I slept on the street. But I was telling somebody it was a late night. I think it was I think I was on Fifth Ave or something like that. Um, I was talking to this bum. He was like, "Yeah, man, you see all these buildings?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I see everything." He said, "All this shit is gonna burn." No lie. He said, "All this shit is gonna burn." Yep, all this is gonna burn. We up there looking at the buildings, looking at life go by. I'm like, damn. I was young. I probably about 25. So this had to be what, 12 years ago, something like that. I ain't had no purpose in life. I just gave up. I gave up. I had so much stuff going on. I was like, yeah, where could I go sleep for free? Like where Mexicans, they work for the government. Like not all Mexicans, but some people work for the government and they hand out sandwiches on certain days. They come by, everybody be chasing those cars. Yo, the sandwiches is out. The sandwiches is out. You got people that be on the streets. You could tell that they was ex actors or whatever, and they never made it. It's a lot of those people out there. A lot of those people out there. You still see homeless people. They be dressing up like they still an actor and shit like that. Like they about to make it. Clothes be all got makeup and stuff all over the place. Like, yo, man, yeah, it's scary out in Skid Row, man. It is scary. But, you know, I got over myself, came back, and, you know, start living life again. Cause I had questions that never was answered. I had questions that never was answered, and I just gave up. I gave up. But the glory be to God that He lifted me out of that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, yeah, that's what that bum said. He said, "Hey man, you see all these buildings out here?" I was like, "Yeah, we looking up. We looking at all the pretty stuff, you know." Said all this shit is gonna burn. Like, damn, it's wild.
Many people lost their homes, sadly, especially the folks over here. This is where some of the wealthiest people in America live. The Pacific Palisades area, Malibu's over here. It's connected over here to Beverly Hills, the Hollywood Hills, some of the wealthiest Americans. Well, their houses
Mm-hmm.
are in the hills, in the foresty areas. That's the Hollywood sign right over there,
Mm-hmm.
in a foresty area. That's why you keep seeing videos of celebrity houses and rich people's houses being burned down. But to be clear, people of all financial status are mixed in everywhere in LA. It's not just wealthier people that are having their houses burned. Now, all that being said, big shout out to the people of Los Angeles for making a natural disaster as big as this not feel like a disaster. Seeing people help their neighbor, the city constantly updating citizens about where the fire is, who should evacuate, hearing sirens blare left, right, the firefighters going from fire to fire. Special shout out to the firefighters. And of course to the people that lost their homes. I hope that when things look up for you, because they will, that happens immediately. Prayers up for Los Angeles.
Yeah, prayers up for the righteous people out there. Not the people that ain't doing evil behind closed doors. Cause you got a lot of evil going on out there as well. But prayers up to people who got their families and actually uh working hard and being positive in life. You know what I mean? But these people out there that's that's doing evil. Nah, God is doing something. Remember, uh, God says, "I do all these things. Man's goings is of the way is of the Lord's. I do all these things. I create evil and I create peace. I do all this. I do all this. But yeah, prayers up for the good people, man. Prayers up for the good people. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all sending up prayers for the West. Send up prayers for the West. Yeah. Big Kish News signing out, man. I'm gone.